Hello and welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Lorena. So, it's that time again. I have my jar, I have prompts. We are going to be picking my TBR for September. I've decided to go with the jar again. I might switch this up at some point, but I enjoyed it last month. I enjoyed picking my TBR with prompts and then choosing it. I am a bit of a mood reader, so it has been quite a change. I am filming this a little bit early in August, so I haven't actually finished I've not finished my August TBR. I don't know why that was difficult for me to say. I haven't finished my August TBR yet, but there's still plenty of time and I think I can quite easily do it. So again, I'm going to be picking 5 prompts from this jar to pick books from here or from my Kindle, it doesn't matter. And yes, first of all, let's do the books I'm having to read anyway. So like last month, I'm going to be taking part in Chloe Reads Books book club again, Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, I believe it's called. So it'll be the second month. Because it's the second month, it's going to be a fiction book this time, and it's going to be Horror Store. Now I don't have the physical copy. In my Come Book Shopping With Me video, I was hoping to try and get it. However, the independent bookshops didn't have it. And eventually I did see it in Waterstones, and now I knew it was like laid out as an IKEA type. It's supposed to be like an IKEA store, so it was laid out like an IKEA catalogue is what I heard. So I did see it in Waterstones. And honestly, I looked at it and I thought it would be really good fun format to have on my shelves, but when I actually looked at it, I was like, oh, I wasn't that fussed to physically own it because I know it's on Scribd as a ebook, and then because I have an Audible subscription at the moment, they also have it as one of their listening nows. So I'm going to combine the two together and read it that way instead, because I don't think that the format the book is in is worth $14.99. I can buy other books instead, is what I came to the conclusion on. And then I'm taking part in Austen Along, which is being run by Kiara Foster. However, September is Pride and Prejudice, and I read that for the very first time in April, so it's only like 6 months ago. So I'm not going to be rereading it. I'll be taking part in like the Discord and I'll watch the live show, but it's a little bit too early for me to reread. So I'm actually starting off with only 1 book this month, which is great. So that's it. Let's do this. Let's pick 5 prompts and find some books to read in September. Okay, so book number 1, prompt 1. Let's give it a good shake. And let me take one. Let me open it. What is it? Is that ebook? Ebook, okay. I have a lot on my Kindle, so that's not going to be hard to choose. Okay, so how do I think? Ebook? It's going to be Horror Store. Because, yeah, perfect. I'm going to have to read it anyway. Because I'm doing it for Chloe's book club, so we're going with Horror Store, which, like I said, is set in an IKEA type store, and then there's some strange going-ons, and the staff, I think that they do like a sleepover or something because they want to find out what's going on. That's all I know. That's all I want to know, because I want to go in there with not too much expectations and see those vibes. It's horror, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it. It's a horror book, and it's done by Grady Hendrix. So yes, definitely interested. And yeah, I'm glad I've managed to fit this in. So one less book, guys, one less book. Okay. Book number 2, prompt 2. Let's go. Give it a little shake, and that 1, yes, that is 1. Let's open this up. What do we have? Oh, okay, +1. Which, that's not good. That means I need to add an additional book to my TBR. Great. I didn't really think about this when I put that in there. I don't know, should I pick another prompt to give me my +1, or should it be a free pick? Let me see. Okay, so for my +1 prompt, I decided not to pick another prompt out there to give me the book. I just decided I'm going to choose, and I have chose Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. So this is a lovely and short book, which is what we like to see on these TBR games. I mean, I don't think it's like I'm going to read it in a day, because I think it's like a one you need to like concentrate on a little bit, I think. But it's only 135 pages, which is great. I know it's set all in one day, following our main protagonist. Yeah, so it's set on one day, and it follows our main protagonist, who is Clarissa Dalloway, and she's hosting a party, and it's everything this happens in one day, and that's all I really know. It's on the Rory Gilmore list, which I feel like I keep mentioning this in videos, but start of the year I need to remind myself. I said I was going to read 20 Rory Gilmore books, and I'm really behind, so this will be a nice, quick and short one to get ticked off of that list. Right, prompt number 3, let's go. Good shake. Why can I never get these? Is that 1? Yes, it's 1. No, that's 2. Okay, let's do that again, just in case, because that was 2. Okay. Out of comfort zone. Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. I get to choose a book that I wouldn't usually read. So, out of comfort zone. Sci-fi. Sci-fi is out of my comfort zone. I can watch a sci-fi TV show, a sci-fi film, but when it comes to sci-fi books, we just do not get on. So that's one thing. Another out of comfort zone, big books. I will occasionally read them, but if you look at my story graph, when I look at the stats, yeah, they're never, like, hardly ever over 500 pages, so that's out of my comfort zone. What else? Let me think. Okay, so for out of comfort zone, I've decided to go with Dune by Frank Herbert. So the film was supposed to come out last year, but you know, COVID, and I think it's supposed to come out in October, I want to say. And this is the thing with me, like I said, when it comes to science fiction films and TV shows, I like them. I don't always like them, but I tend to like them. But for some reason, when it comes to books and science fiction, we just don't get on. They are not ones that I particularly enjoy picking up, but it is out of my comfort zone. I know it's not something I usually enjoy, but this is one that I really want to read, because I want to go and watch the film. And I know it's set in space and it's on this planet, and I think there's some drug or some mineral or something, and there's fight over control of this planet, or that's the gist of what I know it's about. And yes, I think it's a big one. I want to say it's around 700 pages. I have an ebook, so it won't seem so daunting, and I'll see if I can get an audiobook to help me get through that, because it's out of my comfort zone and I think I'm going to need a little bit of help. So yeah, let me know if you've read it, if you enjoyed it, and do you like science fiction, because I never hear that many people speaking about science fiction books, so let me know. Okay, number 4, let's go for it. Let's go. 1, I hope it is 1, and that is thriller. Yes, thriller is one of my favorite genres. This is not going to be a problem. It's just, which one do I actually choose? So for the thriller, so I'm being a little bit cropped. For the thriller prompt, I have went with this Sanatorium. So this I bought back like March, April, I can't remember exactly. It came out earlier on the year, January, February time. A few people read it. I've heard a few mixed things about it now after purchasing it, but I got a good deal. It's a hardback. I got a good deal at Asda. It was only £5, so I think that's fantastic for hardback. I know it's an isolated thriller. It's set up in the mountains in what used to be Sanatorium is now a hotel. Our main character, I think she's been invited to her brother's wedding, but they're estranged, and then I think the fiance disappears or something, and there's some mysteries going on, but the sister is a police detective. I want to say, yeah, she's a detective. So obviously she's gonna have to try and solve this. I do like a good isolated thriller. I like this cover. Yeah, it's gonna, you know, I love this. I love the fact it's isolated thriller. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. I've been picking up a lot more thrillers this year, and I do love them. I do really love them. So yeah, that's that one. Boom. My fifth, unfortunately not my last book I'm picking. Unfortunately. What's this say? Seasonal. Seasonal. So that's supposed to be like to do with the season. If there's any sort of like holidays. This is for September. There's no holidays. We're not at Halloween yet. It's the start of autumn. It's like the last bit of summer, start of autumn. Do I have autumn books? Do I have them? Okay, so seasonal. I did some Googling and I looked at lists. There's a lot of books coming up that, quite a few that I've already read, so apparently I like reading books set in autumn. One of which is up here. I don't know if you can, you can't quite see it, but The Year of the Witching, which honestly, yeah, I'd say autumnal, like gives you those vibes. I got those vibes, definitely, but more like October, you know? That's the thing. A lot of these books I've seen coming up, I was thinking that's more October than September, autumnal vibes, you know? So yeah, and there's other ones on there that I wasn't that bothered, and I can't be bothered looking up when I didn't find anything books set in September and nothing was obvious. However, I've decided to go with The Cottage by Lisa Stone. So look at this cover. I don't know, it's giving me autumn vibes. It's a thriller. Like I said, I'm enjoying picking up the thrillers. It's come out this year. It came out, I want to say July, yes, in July. But yeah, the cover gives me those vibes. And it's set in an isolated cottage, so another isolated thriller. We do love those here. And yeah, so after losing her job and boyfriend, Jan Hamlin is in desperate need of a fresh start. So she jumps at the chance to rent a secluded cottage on the edge of Coleshaw Woods. This edge of woods also gives autumnal vibes. A tap at the window. Very quickly though, things taking a very dark turn. At night, Jan hears strange noises and faint taps at the window. Something or someone is out there. A forest that hides many secrets, Jan refuses to be scared off, but whoever is outside isn't going away, and it soon becomes clear that the nightmare is only just beginning. It sounds more like horror than thriller to me with that premise. Yeah, no, horror thrillers, horror suspense, better. Horror definitely gives those autumnal vibes. Like I said, it's set by the woods, it's isolated. We're getting those vibes. I got this on an Amazon Kindle deal for 99p. It's one of the August ones, and this video is still going up in August, so if you're in the UK and you like the sound of that, it should still be on there, so buy it if you want it. And, you know, read along in September with me and see if we both liked it. Okay, so I obviously have to add an additional one, so not happy about this, not happy. Let's get a good one. Is that one? Oh, we've got one. Oh, I dropped one on the floor. I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't pick them today. Okay, let's do that. Oh, upside down. TBR Vet, TBR Veterans. So, it has to be one of the oldest ones of my TBR, which honestly, there's some real old ones, and like they need to get off. I really need to get them off my TBR ASAP because, like, you know, it's been years. It's been years. So like I said, I have quite a few on there that's been on there for years. I've had a little look to see which ones, you know, are taking my fancy. So just, I've mentioned this in other videos, I had books that got sent down that I was keeping up at my parents' house in Scotland, and I finally have them back. So this is why I have a lot on there. I have quite a few that have been on there for years. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it, years. Like, some that are more than 5 years. Some that are longer than that, and we're not going to discuss exactly how long some of these have been on there. So I haven't had them in my possession for now, what, we're in 2021, so I've not had them in possession for almost 4 years. So in my defence, you know, those 4 years shouldn't really count because they weren't actually physically in my possession. Anyway, the one that I've decided to go with is The Songs of Manuel Escobar, and this is by Carlos Alba. I can't even remember when I bought this, but I do remember the cover. I love the red on here. It's not too long. Again, it is 228 pages. Another short one for the month. We're doing well, we're doing well. So this one is set in, so this one, it says Britain, but I'm sure it's Scotland. Like, I'm sure it's specifically Scotland, but it says growing up Spanish in Britain. Well, I'll find out when I read it, but I've got a feeling it's Glasgow. I don't know why, but yeah. So it follows, I believe the main character is Antonio, and it's his brother as well. He's an elder brother, Pablito. They have dark hair, olive skin, but their classmates are like sandy and pale, and it's like seeing like confusion. Their family obviously speaks a different way. I think it's like kind of discovering the fact that they aren't British, they're different, they're Spanish, and I think it's learning about that heritage. And it mentions about unraveling his father's secret past. He discovers truth that shocks and heals him. So I think it's just kind of a journey into himself, find out who he is and where he's from. I think, judging by the cover, I feel like this is historical, and it kind of makes sense about like the schoolmates having a tough time. Doesn't say, but I think it is historical, like set like the 60s or 70s, I want to say. So yeah, it sounds really interesting. I've never seen anyone speak about this. I don't even know where I bought it. Like, I don't know. That's how long ago it is. I don't remember what shop. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet now about this book. That's all of them. I think I've got a good variety. I've got a really good variety in terms of genres. 2 horrors, a classic, historical fiction potentially, science fiction. I mean, I think we've done well this month with our kind of expanding my horizons in different genres. Yeah, so I'm excited to read all of these books. I hope I get through them. Let me know if you've read any of them or if any of them sound interesting to you. Yeah, let me know what's on your TBR for September, and yeah, if you have any recommendations on September books or autumnal books, let me know, because yeah, I want those vibes. We're getting into the season, you know, we're almost there, and I do like summer when we have a real summer in the UK, but I love autumn and putting my jumper on, getting cozy, hot chocolate, the falling of the leaves. I like the start of autumn. I do not like the second half when it's all like the leaves are on the ground, it's wet, it's miserable. Do not like that. We want the good vibes, the good autumn vibes. So yes, thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you next one. Bye.